Arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Chicago Bears. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
From every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Loveland open right side. He's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. That's into the hands of Moore. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Williams to the air once more. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been a passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
They'll put Loveland in motion. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. A big play here in the big game. Pickup of 46 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
And he barrels Weasels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Cairo Santos
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
That's hard! And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Broncos come right back to tie it at 7.
Will Lutz.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to get going with their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it, and he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A 1st down throw for Nix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
2nd down and 8. They send Sutton in motion. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's in! Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. The Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So now, after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll go again with Swift. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
The 32-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
And the Bears 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 14-7 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing is Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are back within 4 at 14-10. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They will run it over center with Swift. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Give up the middle with Swift. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
They'll run with Swift. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Now from the 7, it's second and goal. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
They'll try and throw. Here's Williams. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. Now it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are back within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And I think a Bronco player was able to get in there. He was. So Denver keeps possession of the football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And walk him down up beyond the 30. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get this one out to his fullback. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Nix to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
To number 1.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. LeBear's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet, and he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, How fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Williams to the air once more. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Throwing again, Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. As a second charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Not only do they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. A quick slant, hooked in by Moore. And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Broncos 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
31-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
41-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. To the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that'll set up 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That complete to Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he is stopped at 25, and the drive will begin there. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2nd down. Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on 1st and 2nd down are what led to that result on 3rd. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on 3rd and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Run here with Swift, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That is caught downfield by Odunze. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Williams. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be third down.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Cole Clement, touchdown Bears. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for two.
The Bears will line up for the
to throw, it's Williams. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone. Because it
is brought in the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Broncos 21.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that. They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of
A gain
8
9
on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Agunzez. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Manunga gonna get it again with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Run now for Manunga. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Williams. He takes off. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Myers on the tackle.
1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
For the Bears field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Carter. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw is Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton.
It's
A big play here in the big. Now, Ben Johnson has talked it over, decided to throw the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, it is Monunga. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Kmet. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throw it. Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Broncos.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He gets that complete to his tight end Ingram. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
On the play.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then you've got to get some defensive stops. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 10-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He'll try to run here with Harvey. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Nick's going to throw for it. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Now he takes off.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goals here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They're going to run it here with Monunga. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. It's been a long time since Super Bowl 20, but the Bears have finally done it. They are once again Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another